Hello all, we represent Fayetteville State University and we would like to say a few words on behalf of our advisor. I am Julius Britman. I am the Vice President of our Fayetteville State's Pre-Law Society. And Attorney Powell, she isn't just like a legal advisor, she's a life advisor. Like you can come and talk to her about anything. And one of the things I really liked that the other guest speakers were talking about was reaching back and pulling people up. And it's her mission to make sure that we get where we need to go. And she's inspired in us to, like, when we get to where we want to be, that we reach back and help others. And I really like that.
Hi, I'm Nikayla Jackson. My favorite thing about Attorney Powell is how she does not sugarcoat anything, and I love that. When it comes to the cost of tuition, what to expect in the future, actually making sure that you go to a school that'll allow you to do what you want to do after you leave. I really appreciate everything you've told us because it has really helped me figure out how I'm going to connect my undergraduate degree with my law degree. And I really appreciate you being our mentor.
How y'all doing? I'm Desmond Atkins. The thing I got to say about Attorney Powell is the first time I met her, she already is treating me like a law student. She doesn't let you think that you're gonna be down or anything. But the thing is, the way she treats us is like, I'm gonna tell you what you should do, but if you don't do it, that's on you. So she's telling you to take your own opportunity. She's not forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do, but if you don't do it, that's on you. And so I say thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sharice Watson, and I haven't known Attorney Powell that long. I just met her last semester, well, this semester, starting of the school year, when I switched my degree. One thing that I love about Attorney Powell is she's making me feel comfortable and making sure that, and she's making me feel comfortable on my decision of me wanting to go to law school, and she's helping me direct, making sure I'm taking the right classes. And as soon as I take and she tells me, we already have a plan together about after to take the LSTAT or before, and I love how she's going to help me apply to other different schools and basically get the ball rolling for me to attend the perfect law school. And I appreciate you for taking me in, Attorney Powell, and I love you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Elijah Brake. I'm the treasurer of Pre-Law Society, and I want to expound on what Ms. Jackson said about her not sugarcoating anything. I hate sugarcoaters, you know. So the first time I met her, I knew like she was just so candid and just open about everything. And she practiced transparency, and you know, when I talk to her, I know she's going to give me the most sound and precise advice, and you know, to see to it that I succeed. Just before this ceremony started, we were talking about the cost of tuition and how, you know, you don't really have to pay, you know, that much to attend like a decent law school. Because I was telling her, you know, I realize that law school is an investment, but I don't plan to, you know, go into my own wages after graduation. So she was just telling me, like, you got to be strategic, you got to be smart about it. You know, a law degree is a law degree. It all depends on what you do with it. And, you know, I have the utmost respect for her because she's going to see to it that none of us here or anyone else in pre-law fails so long as we, you know, listen to her advice and apply it. You know, so thank you for everything that you do.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Jalen Robinson. I'm a senior here at Fayetteville State. What I have to say about Attorney Powell is that when I first met her, she reminded me of an aunt that I genuinely and dearly love, just because she's so kind and genuine in all the actions that she displays towards us. Like many of them said, she's going to stay on top of us about our aspirations and our dreams, and she's going to give us the tools to achieve those goals. But, you know, she's going to hold us accountable for our own actions, and we have to hold each other accountable for our own actions. So the thing that I like most about her is that she's so personable and she's so relatable to all of us on not just a schoolwork level or a career level. It's just things that we could talk about in day-to-day life. Like, for instance, I went to her office the other day, and for this year and a half of knowing her, I didn't know that she was family, but I found out because she's a woman of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So now we have something else that we can talk about. But like I said, she's just so relatable to everyone. She's going to talk to you about what you need to do to achieve your goals. And then she's also going to talk to you and make sure that you're okay in your day-to-day student life. And for that, I appreciate you. I thank you so much.
So I was in these guys' the same position a few years ago, and so, you know, I experienced all of the things that they experienced when I was a member of the Pre-Law Society. And so now I'm going to give you a little bit of background on her just to see some of the things that she's done to, you know, get us to this point and to help us through during our pre-law journey. So I've known her for about 8 years now. She's a native of Reidsville, North Carolina. And as my friend back here said, she's also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, but I don't hold that against her. That's right. She later went on to graduate from Duke University with her BA in psychology, and also she went on to Washington University School of Law to receive her JD, and later her master's in public health from UNC Chapel Hill. Throughout her legal career, she served as general counsel at Healthcare Connections, Inc. in Rayford, North Carolina, and also as an associate attorney at Kilpatrick Townsend in Stockton in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But fortunately for myself and for many others like me, in 2008, she made her way down to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where she started her current position as Assistant General Counsel at my alma mater, the real FSU, Fayetteville State University. But it was in 2011 when she noticed that our students, that African American and minority students, were unprepared for law school. And it was at that time that Fayetteville State University's chapter of the Pre-Law Society was born. She took on a role as lead pre-law advisor. And since that time, she's been successful in having implemented Fayetteville State's first ever BA in pre-law studies in English. We also have a minor in pre-law studies and a pre-law certificate. She worked countless hours with faculty and staff, and also deans from several North Carolina law schools to put together these combination of classes that would best help them, best prepare them for that first year of law school. Since that time, more than 86% of FSU pre-law students and alumni have been admitted into law school. That's more than 61 students that have been admitted into law schools from Villanova University all the way down to Southern University Law Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She continues to find the ways to keep that pipeline to law school open and to help fill the void that the legal field has. She currently serves as the president-elect of the Southern Association of Pre-Law Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the podium your HBCU Pre-Law Advisor of the Year, Attorney Benita Angel Gwynn Powell. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, everyone. But I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank my students for nominating me for this award. I want to thank Attorney Mitchell for all the work that she's done and for also nominating me for this award this year. And, you know, it's going to be really hard to follow everything that we've heard today. It's just been the most wonderful information, and I wish we could have every pre-law student in the country just hear what we heard here today. Attorney Mitchell asked me to speak about, or just talk for a minute, just about the one biggest piece of advice that I would give aspiring pre-law students, aspiring future lawyers. And so I thought about the one thing that, you know, I wish I knew when I was applying to law school. And so my one greatest piece of advice is, and I'm going to echo Dean Pratt here, my one greatest piece of advice is that you must understand your role in creating generational wealth. Okay, so when I applied to law school, the only thing that I was looking at is U.S. News and World Reports. That's it. I wasn't looking at how much am I going to have to pay back, how much am I going to make when I get out of law school. I wasn't thinking about those type of things that later in life, those are the things that have impacted me and my life the most. So I still believe that going to law school is a sound decision. I just want you all to be smart about making your decision, you know, and so as my student said, I'm just being blunt with you all. Just be smart about your financial decisions. Know what the job market looks like for your future law school. Know the bar pass rate for your future law school. Know the average student debt. You need to negotiate your scholarships. Save to contribute to your legal education. There's nothing wrong with working a little while and saving some money to help pay for you to attend law school. Take advantage of financial planning resources from LSAC and Access Lex. This is something that we didn't have when I was trying to prepare to go to law school. So definitely take advantage of what they offer to help you financially plan for your legal career. And I'm sure you've heard several times throughout this conference that you should live like a law student while you're in law school and not like a lawyer. Make sure that you do that. And if you have to take out debt, which that happens, that you know, in general, most students will have to take out debt in order to attend law school, at least a little bit of debt. If you do have to take out debt, you still need to live like a law school for a law student while you're practicing law until you pay off that debt. Okay, so just remember all of those things. You know, becoming a lawyer is an honor, and it can be a way to improve the economic wealth of future generations. And it's my belief, if you plan your financial course appropriately, that being a lawyer can be a lucrative profession that will benefit both you and your future offspring. So again, I would like to thank everyone for nominating me for this award, and I appreciate my students, and I appreciate all of you.